Hello. Waya buta o. Wa be mi na ge kai wa ya bi tuta wa bi da mi o. Now. Even in my hand way, no ye chapter no cow, chapter 1. The previous knowledge me and my cow we there you. Mana gwa kai do voice. Mana ve gwa kai any keke be no voice na me do language. Mana we voice na me do language. In here ya know 7. So in here only at 7 we boy. Mana do way in here only mana do lele okade bene ini nagbene ne voice ni ve lele. Mana we no cow, mana we no cow ni mana ve do tini na na ve tie bene abeji. No give an ro mana ve lele video. So now ma ho ni magwan kai diacritic ni. That diacritic ni ma wa tag here ni ebo ni opologbe. Ma ho ni ma emi na ya ha. Ake mi wi ma do agbe na ye egbeken na agbe ni mi ladian. Ma ho ni ma emi ni diacritic ni mean. So mana do tag we a letter a vac ekan. O me diacritic we do language. Mana we letter O, be letter E. A letter O no me diacritic ona gai O. Letter O keke be letter E o me a diacritic. So letter V no me diacritic ni O E keke be O. Mana we ma gwan kan we de na ma ye boya tie the meaning of that diacritic. The diacritic ni mo bo am boya ha what mean. So my only my aim no me na ya ha my tie na we bo ma be do one is your very edo. My kevanik ba me do tell in so ne no me ne diacritic. Then in never mo I be tell my here ti wa telling here no me diacritic. So ma rie so ladia aya ovi yeme no we diake abedi eke ri ma do e na. So hello, good evening viewers at home. Thank you very much for following us on our book review and the teaching and learning of Ędo language. We are so impressed. Thank you. Our videos may be a bit long, but we want to take it step by step so we'll be able to get to where we are going. We are still on this book standing behind me here. This one, Ununozędo, Kevbę, Ebonozędo. We are still on the chapter 1. Our previous knowledge, we talked about Ędo voice, and we went as far as saying that Ędo voice are 7 in numbers. And then we said technically there are 5 because the letters that makes up our Ędo voice, 2 letters appear twice. And those are the only 2 letters that have diacritics. And those 2 letters, there are no other letters but letter O and letter E. And then in Ędo language, these 2 letters we are treating today is pronounced as E and O. But in English language, that particular letter we're pronouncing as E is called letter E. But the pronunciation changes for Ędo language because there is a diacritic. And then for the letter O, which is written as letter O in English language, also has a diacritic. So the diacritic is what makes it to be pronounced as letter O. So we have letter E and letter O. For us to be able to teach that letter E and letter O, it would be wise for us to quickly define diacritic. And when we define diacritic in English, we will try to translate it to Ędo language. And then subsequently, in this lecture, we are quickly going to bring out some names that is affected by diacritic due to the pronunciations, and those names that does not have diacritic. We won't be able to give all the names, but we'll just give you a few examples. So let's quickly go to the definition of diacritic before we try to translate it to Ędo language. So the first one is the definition of diacritic, meaning when defining diacritic, you say a sign such as an accent or cedilla, which when written above or below a letter indicates a difference in pronunciation from the same letter unmarked or differently marked. So the basic thing we need to know here is it is an accent which when written above or below a letter indicates a difference in pronunciation. Please do not forget, diacritic means when written above or below a letter indicates a difference in pronunciation from the same letter or marked or differently marked. So, when I diacritic na ya where any boy aware uhamwe diacritic ni mineti koni na neboti a dots awa sweyo me na awo amoyo duhu already letter or moyo toto below or above. Although fear pronunciation with here, although fear when I tie with here, or if fear with here, ubeso, or if fear mini the with here, undevin we at any. On your side, manaka we a mevinat a ho, kekive a ho, a very good example of a diacritic a no. On that a ho, keke ho, the spelling of my vivame EHO. So, when I read diacritic, you tote a ho, a ho. I don't know where you are talking about your neck. A ho where you tell me now on a ho neck. A neck in now the Ędo language I might hear a ho neck is a ho. A ho is spelled as EHO. When I go EHO ni. When I read diacritic, when I read dots in here, or tote a letter in the E, or the runda a diacritic read, or toto a dot in the way or tote letter E, no ya or a diacritic. Or a tote O, okay, or a diacritic. So a ho, EHO. Oni, nor a honey, only a diacritic. On our fear. We are worried that critic in you to say only a mini wa do lugai. Then a variety of a lugai. Whereas, what have I pronounce what have it here a ho EH only even know. So ma e norore a ho noro only diacritic only dots in it toto. Neti conin we are so you toto any pebu or what so you toto any nini or do lugai. Emi no even na even yaka or wa lugai no. So only the simple meaning of diacritic. So you might get any so ne no me diacritic. I will get it in na yaka ve ebo. Ma can tell bugbe unda veni katara go petota agege fian kai yo to re runda emoni buime geni awa ya dami ho everio. So onania no cow ni maya give example of diacritic na oi abe means knife. Abe at a knife be able abe knife. So my baby ame ninia is spelled as ABE abe. Then my baby ame AME ame. Abeni abe I nor abeni on a diacritic. Only the diacritic. Ame means water. Only matter ame we do. Ameni ni unable to a water. Then obey a diacritic. Utote the letter E AME ame. Look bogia and run a edo. EDO edo. Edo. So only one letter or me diacritic idesio, which is the letter E. I am agbenye edona our mother tongue. That is Ędo language, as you have Ędo language. So you have a ho, you have a ho is ear, a ho is neck, you have a he, destiny, the e has diacritic. You have a Kevbę. Kevbę means family. Kevbę menaking. Kevbę ninia EGBE or Kevbę. So our diacritic vowel Kevbę. The first letter E no kaunoro of a diacritic. Of a dot in the EGBE. Kevbę. Then my inye on a news. Inye. A news ni IYEN. A innovator on a diacritic. Then my izomo. 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 On a letter O no me diacritic. IZOMO. Izomo. Diacritic eva elwame. Izomo means naming ceremony. Izomo. Naming ceremony. But the main thing, the only mind is money where IZOMO Izomo. When I mean omo of a diacritic, we took the O and MO Izomo. Then madam talk Oba. Oba anytime we have Oba of Benin, Emiamia, Yamwe, a diacritic or total Oni. Otherwise, Ędo ati Oba. So pa we are wajere Yamwe, a diacritic in you to take O, or Oba ni, here I think pronounce Oba. If you have a woman, if you have a woman on win award in the Chinese language. She spoke Chinese language more than the native speakers. And she read the valedictory message. So why can't we also encourage Chinese people to learn Ędo language? What makes you feel that the Frenchman will not want to learn Ędo language? Or the Italian man will not want to learn Ędo language, or a Canadian person? It depends on how we present the language to them and our ability to explain it and teach them the pronunciations, the diacritic, meanings, the vowels, the consonants, and they will pick it up from there, starting with 2-letter words and 3-letter words. So the last one is, the last two. One is omomo. That is words, Ędo words or names that have diacritic. Omomo, O-M-O-M-O. The 3 O's have diacritic. Or there's a diacritic. Mo. The 3-letter O's in omomo, O-M-O-M-O, have diacritic, and it means baby. And then the last one is odafe. Odafe means husband. Husband. That odafe has 2 diacritic. Odafe. I said when we start teaching you how to use syllables for pronunciations, it will be much, much easier. But in the time being, we are stopping the words with diacritic here, which ends with odafe. The O has diacritic. It's O-D-A-F-E-N. And the E is fe, odafe, which means that E has a diacritic. So we quickly go to words without diacritics. Few words without diacritics. They are 1, Kevbę. The same spelling with Kevbę. E-G-B-E. But this is Kevbę, no diacritic. That's the same spelling for Kevbę family. But this Kevbę here means body. So these are 2 definitions of diacritic. So the letter O and letter E are the definitions of diacritic in Ędo language that you can use as when the diacritic sign comes at the top or at the bottom. In Ędo language, it comes at the bottom. French language is at the top, Yoruba language is at the top, but Ędo language is at the bottom. So, Kevbę means body, same spelling as Kevbę, E-G-B-E. Then Eva is 2. Eva, 2. There's no diacritic because it said A. Kevbę, Eva, Eha, 3. No diacritic. Then you have Ekita, no diacritic. You have Ehan, 6. Ekita means dog. Ehan is 6. Yes. No diacritic. It spells as E-H-A-N. Ehan. There is no diacritic. And then you also have Igbe. No diacritic in the E. I-G-B-E. Igbe. As time goes on, we'll bring out the consonants in the names. And then we'll also teach you using syllables for pronunciations. So the Igbe is 10. There's no diacritic. Then we have a Ihin, 9. There's no diacritic. It starts with I, and it's I-H-I-N-R-I-N. Ihin, 9. We have Iweva. There's no diacritic. Iweva is 12. And that 12 is spelled, Iweva is spelled as I-W-E. The E has no diacritic, V-A. Iweva. So, like what I said with the I, when you want to spell I, it will come to E, as in Ikbomosa, Igbinoba, Igbinogodwa. Okay? So, then you have the, what? You have EO, thoughts, EO. Iorama Anamenagbazo, thoughts. So, EO. There's no diacritic. We have Osa, God, no diacritic. We have Owo, 1, no diacritic. Owo. If it was Owo, if there is a word like Owo in Edo, then both zeros we have diacritic. Owo is O-W-O. It's Owo, no diacritic. And then we have Uwa, prosperity, no diacritic. We have Uzokbo, bowl, no diacritic. Uzokbo. Then we also have Ukpa, light. There's no diacritic. Ukpa is U-K-P-A, no diacritic. We also have Ikesugi, 15. There's no diacritic. Then we have Ukoni, kitchen. There's no diacritic. So I think I'll bring my lecture to the end here as regards diacritic. So we will proceed from here in our next lecture. Please endeavor to subscribe to this YouTube channel so that when we have new lectures, you will be the first to have it. Don't forget, hit the like button, hit the share button, and don't forget to subscribe. Share these videos with your loved ones, friends, colleagues. Don't say they are not those speaking people. They may be interested in the language. You never can tell. And then this book is on Amazon. Do not forget to grab your copy from Amazon. We have it online on Amazon. You can read it there on Amazon. And you can also order for your copy on Amazon. Lest I forgot. The first lecture I did on vowels, there's a mistake there. Second one I did on, I did one on vowels, I did one on diacritic or what, I can't remember, but I forgot to say Oba Atokbe. Guys, and the children were asking me, Mom, where is that thing we're supposed to say at the end? I forgot. So because of that, I'm going to say Oba Atokbe 3 times. Please pardon me. I'm going to say Oba Atokbe 3 times. Before I say that Oba Atokbe, I'm going to sing a song. Today I didn't have my wrapper, I didn't wear my beads because I was just coming from a meeting. I just removed my coat. The weather is very cold. I just said, oh, let me quickly just do this lecture out of the way. So I have sang for the Oba. So now I'm going to say Oba Atokbe 3 times. If you are watching this video, help me to be saying it say at the background. I'm not joking and I mean it. So Oba Atokbe is say. Oba Atokbe is say. Oba Atokbe is, this third one is for this lecture. The first two is for the other two lectures that I did remember to say Oba Atokbe. Guys, if you are on point when I'm doing this video, always remind me, we have to say Oba Atokbe when we finish all our classes so that we can get our children acquainted that Oba Nyeke Maya se Webo. Waya Wese. Thank you.